Hello again, everybody, and welcome to our weekly interview on WWE.com. This past Monday night on Raw, we saw the return of the Cruiserweights and the return of this man, my guest, Brian Kendrick. Welcome.
Thanks
You're
for
back.
having me. Appreciate
Glad to
it.
see you.
Glad to be seen.
To use the Grateful Dead, what a long, strange trip it's been. Your career, from where it started to get to this point.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes have to pinch yourself?
Yes, it's all. The way I look at reality, anyways, there's no such thing as physical reality, right? So it's all just a dream, anyways. There's nothing outside the mind. So I guess I just kind of swim in that belief.
You haven't changed at all. Listen, a lot of people don't know this, but I've known you for a very long time, and in fact, we even rode together.
That's right.
For a stretch of our careers across the country.
Yeah.
And we could tell some stories that we probably shouldn't. But one of the things that I always respected about you was your love for the sports entertainment business.
Thank you very much.
You paid your way through wrestling school. You had the opportunity to be trained by one of the all-time greats in Shawn Michaels. You came to WWE and you won the tag team championships. Do you ever look back at that era, back 2006, 2007, and reminisce?
Oh yeah, and coming back, just recently's brought back a lot of great memories, and I don't want to dwell too much on what could have been, but because I'm grateful for the mistakes I made. If I didn't make the mistakes I made, then I wouldn't be the person I am now. Those times were good times, and I'm predicting more good times ahead.
Yeah, I know you're referring to when you were released from the company back in 2009, but you went right back to work.
Yeah.
Worked all over the world. And then just a little bit ago, we started hearing rumors. Maybe Brian Kendrick's going to be a coach at the Performance Center in Orlando. We saw you work a couple of matches on NXT, and I know you were approached about joining the company as a coach. How did that all come about?
I think a lot of it had to do with me running a school out in California, and the relationship I have with Mr. Regal, having been a trainer of mine as well. And so through that, Canyon Seaman reached out to me, and I think he liked the way I trained. But as much as that is a dream job, and they're training top-level athletes and all that stuff, what I kept repeating is I'm a wrestler. And I don't know if they believed in me, but I believed in me. And while it's a fantastic job and a great opportunity and being a part of the system and helping these young minds get better, I wouldn't be satisfied. I needed to wrestle.
And you do. And you really got a second lease on life here in WWE. Part of the Cruiserweight Classic this summer, one of 32 men from all over the world to compete for the coveted Cruiserweight Championship. You did well. You got into a match against Kota Ibushi, which many people have said was the best match of the entire tournament. It brought your longtime friend and the man who broadcast those matches, Daniel Bryan, to tears. What were you feeling after that match was over? Standing ovation at Full Sail University, your friend in the ring hugging you, tears coming out of his eyes. What was that like for you?
It was beautiful, bittersweet though, because at the time I thought that was could have been my last chance here at the WWE, and I started to break down a little bit in the ring because I've been the bridesmaid so many times. I've never won a tournament, and I realized because of the mistakes I made that this might be it, and I was grateful to have the opportunity and put on a performance like that and come that close to beating Kota Ibushi. The way things turned out, though, Kalu Kalei, I'm sitting here today, so I'm very happy.
At 37 years old,
Yeah.
you have another chance at WWE. Did you ever think that was going to happen?
I always kept striving for that. I wouldn't have said it would be smart for anybody else to put money on it because they'd be foolish, but I was putting all my chips on that because everything else is falling short. That's what I wanted. It's the grandest stage. It's the greatest wrestlers in the world. Everything about it is top notch, and this is where I like to perform my art.
You're going to put on a show Sunday, I'm sure, at Clash of Champions on pay-per-view only on the WWE Network. When you take on the man that many people are calling the Cinderella story, T.J. Perkins, for his
Let me cut you
cruiserweight-
off right there, okay? I keep hearing this Cinderella story business, okay? T.J. Perkins, he was homeless. So were half the guys in that locker room. Do you think he sacrificed anything more than I've sacrificed? Yeah, sure, he's been doing this for 18 years. I've been doing this for 18 years. I've been around the world and people seem to forget that. Yeah, he's been to Japan. I've been there 30 times. I've been a champion in Japan. I've been a champion here in the WWE. And I know you know this, Cole. One of the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. And yet we're talking about T.J. Perkins. And just saying that name leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I keep hearing it. And it disgusts me. Because he's some sort of, like you say, Cinderella story. Like he suffered more than I've suffered. But at Clash of Champions, there'll be only one name they're talking about after that event, and that's Brian Kendrick. The world's gonna look at Brian Kendrick the way Brian Kendrick looks at Brian Kendrick. We'll all be singing the praises of Brian Kendrick. You understand me?